Nice. All right. Grab my Terpy. Easy choice. Ready?
Bum, ba-dum, bum, ba, bum.
Do you have the screen unmuted?
Now we do.
Ah! Every time. Every time. Here it is.
Trap stocks, smoking all them dab rocks. DMB got this game in a headlock, so fear not. We are higher than Tesla shocks. Murders on this track to try and rock your socks. Trap stocks, smoking all them dab rocks. DMB got this game in a headlock, so fear not. We are higher than Tesla shocks. Murders on this track to try and rock your socks.
Oh, why, hello there, you beautiful stoners.
Oh, howdy.
Good morning. Today is February 23rd, 2021. My name is David.
I'm Brian. What's up?
And we are here to talk stocks and what, Brian?
And bridge gaps, baby. What kind of gaps? We added a new one yesterday. We're bridging the gaps between comedy, stocks, crypto, the weed game, and occasionally mental health because we love Dave.
Yeah, so I've been complaining a lot the last couple weeks, and so I definitely need some mental health breaks, I should probably say, a couple days off.
Yeah.
And it's very apparent, so I think that might be happening very soon. But
you got movie theater chairs coming in, enjoy them.
I do have 2 theater-style movie chairs coming in today between 1 and 5 o'clock, which I am super excited about because now I get a little movie theater room. I'm going to have Fear and Loathing and The Sopranos poster up on the wall.
Nice.
Yeah. Before we forget, Brian, a huge shout out to Mad Terp Labs. Thank you for being our cannabis sponsor. We get high every day. These Terp sticks last about 20 minutes, guys. Solventless, way to go. Go buy you some. They're at Green Farms in Mesa in Flagstaff.
They slap. Also, thank you
Punch,
to
by
our
the way.
other sponsor, Cheat Code Algo. We love them. We use their algorithm to help us trade the stock market. Gives us a great amount of confidence. Definitely to not buy when it's saying it's selling. Not to sell when it's saying to buy. I mean, unless it's really high. Maybe, I don't know. You never know. But
Today was a great day to buy.
Today's is a great day to buy still. Cheat Code Algorithm, check them out. There's a link in the description. If you sign up and use the link, you give us, ya boys, some cash money.
Ooh, thank you, guys.
Also,
Thank
while
you,
you're
thank
down
you,
there,
thank you.
hit that like and subscribe button, please. It definitely helps us, and it costs you nothing. I'm talking
Yeah,
to
we're
you,
getting up
Mom.
there, too.
What?
I wish my mom watched the goddamn show. Thank you for everybody that subscribed to our channel. It really fucking means a lot. We really want to get into this. We're about to have a tech guy. I know we talk about this all the time. Brian can't wait to not control the computers.
Yeah.
We're so close. But Brian, what do you want to start off the day with today, bro?
What do I want to start off the day with today? How about I slept in, and that was a good choice. Because
What?
I slept right past the lowest point of the day. Jesus Christ, is it a bloodbath today? Do you know how I could tell? I mean, first of all, I checked my Robinhood account, and I was like, woo, wow, that is aggressively red for 8:06 in the morning. But then I could tell it was a bad day everywhere before I checked anything else because my next stop was Discord, and it was like I think, were sitting in the voice chat. Maybe one other person was at the time, and I was like, man, people are having a bad day. Because, like, the last couple days when it was green, there was, like, 8-9 people in there when I woke up in the morning, And today it was just, like, Dave and some other lonely soul who are just like, we're losing a lot of money today. We're all losing a lot of money today.
I was definitely on suicide watch this morning. I will say that. It fucking tumbled hard.
It
Because
recovered.
you guys been watching the show, I made a ton of money with options, and I lost a ton of money with options. So I'm trying to go to the share route at the moment. So I bought a bunch of shares. Then today happened. the longest red streak since last February has happened.
Yeah.
So anybody that just started investing last month, aka my brother, I feel really bad for, and I'm sorry for making you lose some money this month.
Yeah.
It's bad this week, bro.
Yeah, I don't know who True Genetics is in the chat. I can actually see chat now, so this is nice. Bro, I'm too far gone to panic sell. Might as well just buy more and smoke a dab rock. That, my friend, is how you become a winner. Buy more, smoke dab rocks. That's what I'm talking about. Neither one of those are financial advice or life advice. Dab rocks are drugs in most states, and Brian Keeley does not, even though he does condone drug use.
Yeah, so it did seem like everybody died in the Discord this morning. He wrote that too in the comment section.
Yeah, it was
which was true.
It was
back
slow.
on what you said.
But that's okay. Today we talked about this on red days. You suck it up and deal with it because everybody else is what's up, Dub. Everybody else is also losing money, or you buy more. You double down, smoke a dab rock.
Which I'm thinking about doing for my Isaiah because we talked about before the show. I think we're just going to say, fuck my average. For some reason, I was just obsessed with my Isaiah average, and I just didn't want to touch it.
Yeah.
Just didn't want to touch it. There was plenty of times for me to take profit when it was at 750, time for me to sell out, rebuy back in, keep going back and forth. Play your favorite stocks is what I'm learning right now. And I think I'm going to go a little bit more heavy on my Isaiah, Brian. How do you feel about that?
You're gonna go heavier on Isaiah. How do I feel about that? Yeah, you're beating me with your new strategy this morning. What do I think? I think that you should not buy anything. I think that you should take a break. I think that you should learn some self-control, and I mean, like, really take a break. Be like, I'm not gonna buy anything for a week, 2 weeks, and see if you can actually do it, and just watch what goes on. You are convinced that Isaiah's gonna blow up for earnings. So you should just hold until earnings, see what happens there.
Okay.
I mean, if it goes on some sort of massive run, to sell when it's high and then buy back because it always happens.
Yep, always happens.
Literally always happens. Fuck, man. I mean, we just saw it with CCIV. CCIV just had the run to end all runs, and it's back where it was, the first time it ran.
Isn't that unbelievable?
Yeah, it went from what, 30, it ran from 30 to 35-ish, right? Or 40. It went from 30 to 40 and then back down. That because you sold during that run, and then the next week it shot to 70, and now it's back to 35 or 40.
I'm trying to remember when I bought in because I bought I bought 5 contracts for $1.79 back in December when it was, I'm bringing it up right now, back when it was, I don't know, $12, $13, $14, something like that.
Uh-huh.
And the contracts were still a little pricey. And I just let it ride for the next month. Got out at a good point. But it went from 60 to 40. Actually, no, it went from 60 to 30, just like Fubo. All right, here we go. Same exact situation. Stormed all the way up to 60. Immediately went down to 30. Hasn't recovered. Do you think this is a similar situation?
No. Nah. Because
it's literally the exact same situation.
Yeah, I know. I mean, look, here's the, people are real excited about the Lucid CCIV merger. There was definitely, I guess we'll go ahead and just get right into it.
Bring it up on the graph.
So, I mean, first of all, news, CCIV, it is official. CCIV is Lucid. Lucid is merging with I've read a couple articles about it this morning. One of them said the worst kept secret on Wall Street is officially true. This was the worst. Literally everybody knew about this. There's nobody that didn't know that this was going to happen. And so that happened this morning, which is coincidentally timed with this massive fucking market sell-off. It was just a real dump today, and I think CCIV got hit double hard because it went from 62.50 to 30.
Yeah, but I went out. I'm on the 5-minute chart, and it's pretty much at the exact same price that it was this time last week on the 16th. So I think it fucking went up, bubble popped back to reality. $40 everyone's really comfortable with.
Do you think people are comfortable? I don't think people are comfortable with $40.
Oh, at least right now, I don't think it's going to drop below 40 because let's look at the weeks beforehand. I don't see it dropping further than this. I think this is the support line everybody's looking for.
I mean, I don't know. I was real wrong about UWMC. I think everybody was. This is like bigger than UWMC. I don't know. I mean, like, it had this massive run to this sell-off. It bounced right off whatever this is, 33.82. It's in the buy right now. I don't know. Do you see it tumbling? People are going to be real upset if it tumbles.
I don't think it's going to tumble. I think the support line is right here at $40. Or granted, it's at 39. I think it's going to be comfortable at 40.
For how long?
That's just my opinion. At least till mid next week. You know there's going to be a fall off. Just like everything else. Just picture this as like an IPO now, right?
Uh-huh.
You know, it started off, rocking it up. Next couple days, tumble down, get back in mid next week, maybe?
So would you say that you're calling a new floor?
I'm not going to call a new floor because every time I call a new fucking floor, it always tanks. Speaking of that, we have our bearish friend Dan in the fucking call waiting section, which we should bring his ass over. Brian, let's get his ass in here.
You want to bring Bear Dan in already?
Bear Dan, baby.
All right. We are going to bring him. Bear Dan, can you hear us?
Yeah, I'm a little lagged from the message about, hey, how's it going?
Good.
Oh, Bear Dan, what's up?
Oh, just living in my cave.
All right, so tell everybody your strategy. Tell everybody what your future is on the market, bro. Tell everybody who you are.
That's a lot of pressure. All right, my strategy right now, first of all, is to mostly hold. There's a big part of me that wants to buy the dip, but as I've experienced before, sometimes the dip keeps dipping.
True.
So I'm gonna hold off, and I'm honestly thinking about rotating away from the tech sector so that I can, as I was telling Dave earlier, invest in things that are happening now, right? I feel like everybody's throwing money at Tesla, EV, clean energy, and I'm with that crowd. I've been throwing money at them as well. But we are essentially inflating the prices of something that's not going to produce any value for like the next 5 years.
Interesting.
So what I'm saying is oil is good.
That is true. You were saying that in the Discord this morning.
Yeah, no, I mean, dude, there's so many things that are overinflating. Like, I haven't taken a look at Peloton in a while, but there's just the market cap for all these little things that blew up mid-pandemic for great reasons, right? I mean, the idea of working out at your house is fucking.
Dan, we want to know why you're called Bear Dan.
Okay, first of all, hang on.
First of all,
1 second. Dave, we can barely, like, Dan's pretty low. You cannot cut him off, too. I'm sorry. I just got to nip that in the bud. Like, let the boy finish before you talk over him. I can, like, barely hear him as is.
Oh, I thought he was done.
No, Dave. You do this all the time. Brian calls you out on it
No,
all
I
the time.
don't. No, I don't.
Every time Brian yells at you, every watcher cheers on. It's just what we do.
I hate you.
That's so funny.
So, first of all, why am I a bear? If you honestly just even zoom out at SPY, SPY has done more in the past year than it has over the past 4, right? That is just unheard of. And I get it. Very unreal situation, pandemic, and so on. And then there's also the fact that just the U.S. has printed as much money it ever has in the past year, right? So if you take all the money that's printed since the U.S. came into existence, they printed 50% of that since last year.
Yeah,
So-
more money!
Yeah, I mean, as much as I love video games, because you guys know that's all I do, there's no such thing as like an infinite money glitch, right? I mean, inflation has to catch up, and when it does hit, and today is not that day, right? Today is honestly a very small blip. When it does hit, I do think the market's going to be just really fucked, honestly, for a while, right? Not something that's going to bounce back like the pandemic did either. So my strategy is to stay invested on stuff that I believe, but puts, baby. I just you gotta bet on the economy going down.
You know,
Such a bear.
I mean, like, I would like to, in an ideal world, play both sides. Obviously, if you can make money on the way up and the way down, then that's the way to do it. But every time I fucking buy puts, except for that one time that I bought puts for SLV,
So
I just lose money. It's just like, why are you proving me wrong, puts? I'm trying to be on Team Bear Dan, and these puts are just fucking bleeding.
no, to be fair, if I go through my history on all my trades, I've probably bought calls to puts. I'm gonna say 10-1. So I very rarely buy puts. But when I buy calls, unlike my buddy Dave here, I am very aware that I'm throwing money in the trash. And if it for some reason makes me money, I'm like woo money. But I don't believe in the idea that stonks only go up.
Okay.
Personally.
Yeah,
Stonks only go up, Dan.
stonks only go up. Hey, Dub, we'll teach you how to call weight tomorrow. We got Dan today. I think we're just keep it one person per show. Talking to chat here.
Actually, I like that idea.
Yeah, I don't want to get it's just not going to be like a gangbang constant call in line. I'm high enough I can barely keep up with Dan, Bear Dan.
Gang call in line.
Barely.
Dan,
That.
okay, Dan. So like, have you been keeping an eye on Spy for a while? I know like you're big on everything Kathy Woods does, and I do want to say something real quick about the like being Bear Dan. Because he did say, he buys 10 calls to every put. And, like, a couple weeks ago when Dave and I were just, like, YOLOing into dumb calls, Dan was always like, what are we doing today? Like, he was just so ready to just throw money into calls. And I'm like, I thought you were bearish, buddy. What happened?
Oh.
Huge instigator.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a fan of just throwing money at things. Like, and if it goes and just it burns into flames, it was fun watching it burn, and if it produces more money, then I mean that's just fun regardless, right? So basically,
Yeah, it's a
what
very
I'm saying
fun
is,
roller coaster ride.
yeah, it's like this is just the way you should see, in my opinion, options and stocks is it's a very expensive hobby. Like, if you make money, cool, but it's a hobby, right? Like I'm spending my time doing this because I just like seeing money go up and down.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, dude, like I keep telling Dave, if your idea is to double your money, I think that's a bad idea. If your idea is to make money slowly, then yeah, buy shares, invest, but know that at some point there's going to be a hiccup and you're going to go back in time 1 month or 2 months at a time. So
Yeah.
Tell them
agree
you're
with that.
saying that we want to put on a T-shirt.
oh, and it's not my saying specifically, but it is popular among people who just like throwing money around. The idea here is, if at any point you're looking at your phone, at Robinhood, I think, or Swim or whatever, and you think to yourself, wow, this is screenshot worthy, I'm going to brag about it to my friends because I just made $20,000 on a really dumb call, but I feel really smart about it. At that point, sell, right? So if it's screenshot worthy, sell, because it's not going to keep going. And Dave can tell from first-hand experience here.
We both can.
Yeah, you both can. The woes of getting greedy, right? I mean, I was telling Dave, like, I speak from experience. I've been greedy, mostly with the crypto market during 2018, but I truly thought that I unlocked knowledge that was just non-existent to most people. Like, I found the glitch to life, and I'm going to be a millionaire in 3 months. My head got so fucking big. Right, and you need to just kind of check yourself before you wreck yourself, as whatever
As one
rappers
might
that
say.
are.
That's another great idea for a shirt, Dan. Has anybody ever said that before? Has anybody ever put that on a shirt?
I don't think so. I think I just came up with it actually on the spot.
Both of those. I like the short version of, you know, if it's screenshot, sell it. I enjoy that. But I prefer to put the much longer preface to that on the t-shirt. Preferably a very small script so somebody just has to stare at it for a while. Like, the concept here is that you've made a lot of money so that, okay, I like that. That'd be fun.
No, if you can make it look like a band is touring, right? I think there's a way we can word that long version into a t-shirt.
Yeah, especially if you put it into cursive too, because it'll really draw the eye.
I can picture it in like a gravestone.
But back to my bearish ways. What I was telling Dave is, if you take a look at SPY only on the day, the drop as of now is 0.68%, which is nothing, right? We've seen SPY drop 7% in the past year. We've seen it hit and get halted. So if that happens, I think at that point, Dave is really going to be in suicide watch. But
Dan!
we're looking forward to that. That's going to be a whole new episode, guys.
Yeah, we should film myself during that. That'll be fucking gold TV.
Yeah,
Dude,
I mean, people do like to watch sad white boys on television. It's a niche.
It's a niche.
Dave rocking back and forth.
Just-
All right, I love you guys too. Thank you guys for starting the show off.
Hey, as I told you, if the market tumbles, everybody collectively loses money, and that's okay. I think it's better when everybody loses money than when you're like by yourself feeling like an idiot. If everybody loses money, you're just kind of like, all right, we all got caught off guard. That's cool.
Bro, I think you're the new one, the new guy with all the sayings.
I know.
Remember how you used to make
He
fun of
really
me?
has a lot of sayings.
He really does now.
I live my life through sayings, and there are sayings that contradict other sayings, and again, I'm going to use the word mental gymnastics because I've used it like 4 times today, and Dave's called me out on it. But I make sure that I apply the saying that applies to that specific scenario.
Oh, so funny. I've been calling him. I was like, all right, Brian. Talking about like mental gymnastics.
Ugh, it's funny.
It's true. Everybody does.
It's one of Brian's favorite words.
It's 2 words.
Confirmation bias is a very real thing.
Oh, absolutely. Confirmation bias is massive.
So to kind of back up as to like, yeah, being bearish right now seems great because the market has been red for the past month now. But what they failed to tell you is the fact that I've been bearish since 2017.
Of course you did.
And
You lost an assload of money.
Yep, I own things like Shopify at $30. I own Bava at like $60. And I decided to sell because I was like, hey, this thing just multiplied 3 times over like 3 months. There's no way it can't keep going up. And then it went up for the next 3 years. So
The next 3 years.
Can I just...
the market is, yeah.
Yeah, let me cut in. I just looked up Shopify. You said you had it at what point?
$30.
$30.
Wow.
It's at 1302 right now.
And that's after the drop.
That's after the drop. That's after the drop. Yeah, it was.
Wow.
It was at 1500 on the 16th.
Yeah, I saw it go from $30 and I sold at $90. To be fair, so I mean, at that time you feel like a genius, right? I mean, you just tripled your money over like 6 months. Like this thing has to at some point kind of level out, and it didn't. I remember Melvin Capital actually said that Shopify was a sell at $100, and it reinforced my confirmation bias. And of course,
When was that? How long ago?
2017, 27. Yeah, it was 2017. Definitely. I don't even have to look it up. I think
Wow.
$90. Yep, 2017.
They didn't want change. The
Yeah.
man didn't want change. You got the game changer right there.
Wow. Yeah. Wow. 2017. I mean, you didn't even have to wait too long before it started like really I mean, like it was over 100 by mid 2017. It was over 100.
Yeah, and dude, the thing is, like, you see something go up that much, and or not you, but myself, I was like, okay, of course, if I'm putting this on a timeline, at this point, I was like, I'm not gonna get greedy. I'm gonna sell, and then I proceeded to use everything that I sold, and I threw it on the crypto market in 2017. And then I got greedy, and then I lost it all.
And then but you held, right?
Oh, I did. I held, and I finally cashed out this year. I did my taxes. I was telling Dave earlier, and initially I was up like a lot, and then I was down like 20K. And after I finally sold, at the end of 2020, I was only down $3,000. So I did hold.
I thought when I said you held, I meant to right now when it's worth $52,000.
Oh no. I sold on January, of course, right before the big freaking. I remember when it hit $1 trillion market cap just on live coin watch. That's usually what I use to monitor it. I sold, and of course, right now it's at like 1.5 trillion or something. So, no.
I think you're wrong there. I'm pretty sure it just hit 1 trillion for when it was at 50,000.
I'm talking about the entirety of cryptocurrency.
When cryptocurrency as a whole hit 1 trillion?
Yep.
Yep. Yeah, because now Bitcoin's worth 1 trillion.
It probably not anymore because right now so I use Livecoin to watch, and the entire market cap as far as every coin that's in existence, it's 1.4. So maybe it is, but yeah, it's at 1.4 trillion. It's dropped massively. It was about to hit 2 trillion as a whole, like last week.
Oh yeah, wow, look at that.
Yeah, when Bitcoin was at 55K, it was worth $1 trillion. I remember seeing that, and it blew my mind. So then, when it was at 58, so it went up, 1 trillion or something, which is a lot of fucking money.
Oh, yeah. The thing that sucks is like anybody who jumps towards the end. Like if you bought last week, dude, you're just seeing red.
Yeah, if you bought last week on anything.
Yeah. You bought, like we're talking about Steve here, right? If you decided to kind of FOMO in 3 weeks ago, even.
I do feel really bad for that.
Nah, it's fine. It was just dipping his toes, and he's done a lot of research, right? And like we said initially, you learn from losing money more than you do from making money. Because when you make money, it's really easy to say like, hey, I'm the best trader in the world, and I'm so good. You just basically circle jerk to yourself, essentially.
Yeah, pretty fucking much.
I agree.
Yeah, I mean that was Dave for like January, and then.
Yep.
It's back to the norm now.
Yeah, that circle jerk turned into Ookie Cookie real quick. And it was
it's
just
like I had to eat the Limp Biscuit at the end.
Jeez. Do you guys want to talk about CCIV? We got to actually talk about some sort of stock here at some point.
Yes.
Dan, but if you have I just want to plant that thought, but Dan, if you have another thought you want to finish, please go ahead.
Actually, my thought was relevant to shares. I think that there's going to be, and of course this is, I just feel FUD, right? This is going to run up, I think. For at some point, even if it drops tomorrow, there has to be a point where there is a bull trap, and it's going to come crashing down even further. But take that with a grain of salt. Because, like I said, I miscalled the bear market for 3 or 4 years. So, anyways, CCIV, Brian, you take it.
Dave?
I'm on CCIV stock Twitter right now, and they just took a Powell quote. It says, stocks prepare drop, but hold lower as Fed. Powell calls economic recovery far from complete. So that's not good news.
Uh-oh. That's in 2 hours, by the way.
That's in 2 hours, yeah.
Cool.
So have you guys talked about the yields in relevance to stock market?
Nope.
No.
So basically, and you can take over, but basically the reason the stock market is overinflated, and again, bear news, but the reason that it's overinflated is because if you are 55 or even 45 or older and you are looking to retire, there's absolutely nowhere safe to put your money in right now that will generate enough income to beat inflation. So absolutely everybody has been throwing money at the stock market. the second yields recover and they start generating anything higher than 3% a year, again beating inflation, you should expect old money, again the really rich guys that are close to retirement, to take out things from their shares from the market and cause a massive rug pull, right? And Jay Powell is going to elaborate.
I can see that.
Yeah. So Jay Powell, I think, is supposed to talk about the yields. He's going to talk about further money printing, which is always a great subject. So 2 p.m.
In bonds.
Yep.
Oh God, I can't wait. I'm hoping. Oh jeez, we need some good fucking news.
Dan, are you expecting good
fucking
news
need it.
from this talk this afternoon?
I'm expecting actually good news. Yeah.
Wow, interesting.
Yeah, because I don't think the government's gonna be like, hey guys, what's up? Inflation's here. I don't think they're ever gonna do that. They mitigate risk until the risk is too hard to mitigate, and then they let they let everything go to shit, right? So that's. But basically, what I'm saying is I don't believe the Feds are gonna come out and be transparent.
Yeah, I don't think there's going to be much change to anything. So hopefully we get some good news.
As I've stated, I believe that I'm gonna start buying puts on SPY come late March, early April. That's what I'm gonna start doing. But,
You're going to buy them come March?
yeah, because I'm
Okay.
expecting I'm expecting a run, right? I mean, right now I don't want to buy SPY anything because it's red. Over the past week, it's only 2% red, so it's not terrible. But I expect this to like show some sense of recovery or signs of recovery before a catalyst.
Well, I can back that up, Dan, because if you look at the 30-minute chart, Brian, for SPY, it looks like it's going to possibly come right back down and hit 360s, 370.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, it is like, it's just like arching right back to it. I can see that.
But that's over several days. So, yeah, that looks like maybe 2 weeks, over a 2-week span, possibly.
The thing that's gross is, as we've experienced, everybody who is in this Discord basically only invests in what I call speculative, which you guys hate. Basically just growth stocks, right? Like tech stocks, things that are coming in the future. And every time SPY takes like a 0.2% tumble, our portfolio drops like 10%.
I know.
Fucking
I know.
SPY.
This is why we talk it out with everybody, and so we're just trying to work together. Yeah, SPY does look a little scary at the moment, to be honest. That's not good.
I think you make stronger friendships when people lose money together.
You're so funny. Yeah, dude, the 15-minute chart looks like shit.
Dan's two sayings about making and losing money. He said, if everybody's making money, nobody's making money. And if everybody's losing money, nobody's losing money. And it's like, what's happening here, Dan? Like, you just we're all ride or die bitches? I don't...
Basically, yeah. Yeah, that and the fact that if everybody makes money, I know the guy that has $2 million readily available is making exponential more money than me. So I'd prefer for the guy that has $2 million readily available to lose 20%, where I lose like $1,000 and he loses, quick maths, $400,000.
It's because that guy with that millions of dollars didn't turn it into US dollar coins and put it onto Celsius, which gives you 10.5% APY paid weekly. I don't even want to do that math for you, but you're seeing thousands of dollars a week.
Yeah. So again, if everybody loses money together, things become cheaper.
True.
Dude, being a bear is hard. You know why being a bear is hard? Because you have to hope the entire market's going to go down. You're going to go down with it. Your money is going to lose value, and you still have to be happy about it. So, it's really hard being me is what I'm trying to say. So
It's really hard trying to be me.
I don't. You're kind of trying to like turn this whole Bear Dan situation into like a victim or a tragic hero type thing. We're not buying that. We're not buying what you're selling. Lo siento.
That's politics 101, baby.
Dan, we appreciate your bearishness.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what?
Somebody needs to do it.
A lot of You made a lot more money than I did during the huge bull run. It's just,
Yeah, but you have a lot more now.
yep.
Yep.
Oh, I fucking love it. I love the group. I love the Discord. I look forward to it every day.
Yep.
Come join it. It's free. We all like to smoke weed. Or not all of us. Smoke weed / play chess / talk shit / gifts. Whatever you want. Come play. Come talk.
Bridging gaps everywhere, baby.
I'm
Bridging
gonna
gaps
do
everywhere.
one thing because I do have to join a call, but my only thing, it's actually kind of a bullish statement. Don't leave the market, right? If you crash even 30% and you believe in the thing, just that's when you need to buy. I don't think right now necessarily is the time to buy. You kind of have to like weigh that out yourself, do your DD. But I always put into perspective, and I was telling Dave earlier, if I had put as much money into the crypto market when it was riding high as it was when it was riding low, right now I'd be probably retired. So just keep throwing money at it, essentially.
Just have faith. You know, you win some, you lose some. You don't lose until you sell. You know.
Although, again, to put it back into a bearish perspective,
God
this
damn it,
is
Dan.
this is under the assumption that the market will recover, and sometimes, like the Spanish market, the Italian market, you know, those don't ever come back up. So, FUD.
Ja. All right, Dan.
I'm out.
Thank you so much, you. We'll talk to you in a little bit.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, bud.
See you later, Dan.
I'm glad Dan came on.
That was fun. Bear talk with Dan. Great. Hell yeah. Thanks again, Dan, for coming out. That was fun. I gotta adjust this window just slightly now.
That's okay.
Yeah. So what's up?
You looking at anything else?
Yeah. I don't think we ever actually like talked about CCIV at all, did we?
Yeah, we did a couple times actually.
Okay.
You're just a stoner and forget.
Well, no. Somebody recently in the comments just said CCIV.
Oh, we can go over it again if you'd like to.
It's okay. I did want to talk about SOS.
Okay, go.
SOS is, again, I mean, like everything, tumbling today. 7 in the 7s. I think it's a great buy. Crypto mining. I mean, I just don't know what else to say. But on Yahoo Finance today, the first batch of 5,000 pieces of crypto mining rigs are live as of today. They generate about Bitcoin hash power 175p. I have no idea what that means. I literally, like, right before the show started, I tried to look it up. I just did not have enough time, so I'm going to do a little bit more research, maybe watch a video or two and figure out exactly what that means. But somebody was saying that it equates to like $300,000 a day of Bitcoin and Ethereum, which is a dumb amount of money. Like, that can't be true. If that's true, I mean, that's just dumb. I don't know. That's so much fucking money, you know?
Yeah, somebody wrote it. So we are in the red after an announcement that will mine 3K in Bitcoin. Weird. That's fucked.
Yeah, 3K in Bitcoin is a lot.
Did they actually announce it though, or is this just rumors?
No, this is announced.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then it took a dive, just with like everything else this morning. Then
It took a dive. Well, that's what I'm saying. I think it's a great point to get in. You know, it was at $15 the other day, or $13 the other day. It's since gone down half. Like, but it's just going back up. Like Riot and Mara took a bit of a hit too. Everything took a hit today.
everything took a fucking hit.
You know, Riot was at $85. It's at $48. I have faith that that's going to go back up in the near future.
I did buy 100 more shares of SOS right before the show. Kind of wish I waited just a little bit longer, but so now I got 200 shares of that. Average of 916 though, not good.